Okay, so I'm getting something about missed messages or missed calls, and that you have a unique sense of seeing the world, that you see things that others don't see. Okay. I'm also getting that you go a different way than everyone else. If everyone else is walking one way, you're walking the other way. Okay. So I shuffled and pulled some cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks. And the first card that came out is Dolphin, and it says this and that are true, number 20. So there's this purple dolphin with this white lotus um, flower that they're jumping over. And so that's giving me the sense of rebirth, of purity, of you are rising above whatever difficulties you've been through. Okay. But you can see with the dolphin's eye here that there's like this circle with two sides. So I feel like when you step into the light, the shadow comes with you, right? There's always the shadow side. There's always the light side of things, right? There's duality. So if there's something that you're grappling with, both things can be true, right? It can be a risky path, but it can also be a successful path, right? Somebody, you could love somebody, but also need to set boundaries with them. You can desire connection and also desire space, right? So allowing yourself to be a complex individual and making space for both sides of you and also finding the balance between the two. Okay. If we're leaning into one extreme or the other, how can we kind of bring ourselves back to center? Okay. The second card that came out is Armadillo Spirit number 3. And it says set healthy boundaries, which is very interesting. So Armadillo always makes me think of Friends, the show. So that could be a sign for someone. Um, but there's something about needing to protect your energy at this time, protecting your peace, protecting your like beautiful, magical, like this raw essence, this purity that you're stepping into. It's like you're just wanting to play and express yourself, and you're very tapped in right now with the purple. I'm getting like the crown chakra, and like I said, missed messages. Like there might be things that you're picking up on that other people are missing. Okay. And there might be a need to discern who you share those messages with. Okay. Or that not everybody uh, is who they appear to be, right? Not everyone has your best interests at heart, right? So if you're feeling off about someone or something, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Okay. So the card I pulled next is Giraffe Spirit 29, and it says see the bigger picture. So you're able to zoom out and see what others can't, right? The giraffe has a very long neck, so they can see above, they can see a higher perspective, okay? They can see where others might not be able to reach, okay? Um, so there's something bigger unfolding, okay? That maybe right now you're not seeing why. You're just getting little nudges of where to move, how to respond, when to pull back your energy, what to put your energy toward. Like you're listening to your intuition, and like slowly it's going to unravel and show you where you're headed. Okay. So right now you might just be acting on intuition, and that might be why people don't understand, or maybe you're hesitant to share what you're doing, like the moves that you're making, because it might not make logical sense or rational sense to others, or it's harder to explain because this is a knowing that you have inside that other people don't, right? This is your path that you're walking. And if everyone else is listening to something else, right, is going based on other signs, or unconsciously moving in one direction, and you're picking up on missed messages, missed signs that they're missing, right? And so your intuition is telling you to go a different way, to move differently. It's kind of like there's this energy of not wasting time almost just to try to explain to them why you're moving that way, because if anything it could just add doubt to your own intuition, right? It can sprinkle doubt on your vision, okay? On your foresight. So you have foresight. That's what this is. You like their eyes are like so far apart, like you can see side to side, you can see in all directions. And so to other people it might be like, what is she talking about, right? What are they talking about? Um because they don't see what you see. Okay? So there's something about maybe keeping your cards close to your chest right now or sharing with a trusted few. Um but not needing to over explain yourself. Like if people are not understanding, that's okay, right? We're not here to be understood necessarily, or we're not here to be understood by everyone, okay? But we want to be true to ourselves. And it's okay if we get off track because we're always going to find our way back to ourselves, right? And we're always just building our intuition, building our strength, building our confidence, building our own inner compass and inner guide, and knowing to trust the signs and knowing how to interpret them and to listen to our energy, right? This takes practice, it takes time. Okay, so I asked for more clarity and two cards came out. So we got 51, the sandpiper, which says be playful. I love these little sandpipers. They're usually like running along the beach, digging for little crabs under the sand, and then when the water comes up they run away and then they run back. So it's very cute and playful, and like it's fun to watch them because they a lot of times they're in a group and they're just kind of dancing and like tiptoeing and along the shore, and they're very graceful and they're not bothering anyone, right? They're just in their own element, they're just doing their own thing, and like um yeah, other people might be like think it's silly, right? But you're just having a good time. You're like, look at this with the they're wearing a little hat and a little like boa, like they're just totally blissful in their own energy. So it's like if you're around people who are not supporting your energy, it's just like it's just asking you to consider, is that really something you want in your life? Because you are meant to be this playful, carefree, beautiful, free spirit, like the dolphin here, just swimming, enjoying life, jumping, playing, right? So if someone's trying to dampen your spirit, trying to rain on your parade, like that's not cool, okay? So the other card that came out is Divine Detour, well, the Coyote Spirit. Trust in Divine Detour. I love this card. The eyes on this coyote always are like so intense, like seeing right through you. So this could be you, like you have eyes that like just pierce through, that you just see the truth. People can't hide from you. Maybe that's why they feel uncomfortable, they feel threatened in some way. Because you have this knowing. So there's something about also asking you to trust in the divine, and that whatever is coming up, there's a reason for it. So okay, so there's something about trusting that there's a bigger plan. There's something bigger at play here. And that divine detours are sometimes for protection, right? Sometimes they remove people from your life or remove you from situations that are draining you. Okay? And at the time you might be like, why is this happening, right? But eventually when you see the bigger picture, when you see the higher perspective, you know it's for your best interest, right? Spirit is always going to have your best interest, okay? Other people might not always, right? And it's not to say don't trust people, because we need and want to trust others, but it's just checking in with ourselves to see, you know, kind of take stock, take inventory, I'm hearing, of like, are these still people I want in my life? Am I still feeling good about this connection? Am I still feeling good about this job? Am I still feeling good about whatever, right? And there's a need to kind of pick out the weeds, and that's okay, right? As we change, as we grow, as we evolve, we are allowed to shift and move forward and try new things and become a new version of ourselves. And not everybody's going to understand that. And we don't have to hold ourselves back to appease others, right? This is not about pleasing others. This is about pleasing yourself, okay? So there's an emphasis on your own pleasure, your own peace, your own magic, prioritizing your unique sense of style, of moving through the world, of seeing things, right? People might think you're silly. Like I'm like, okay, there's people walking by, like probably like, what is she doing? And I'm just like, okay, because like I just saw someone biking by and they had their arms stretched out and they were like just like soaking up the sun. And I'm like, some people might look at that and think that's weird, and other people might look at that and think that's liberating. Like, look at that person, doesn't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. They're just living for themselves, right? They're just enjoying their moment. They're not thinking about what other people are gonna think of them, right? They're not dimming themselves, shrinking themselves, hiding themselves to avoid judgment. So there's something about like letting go of that fear of being perceived, being perceived negatively in a negative light. Because if people are seeing you that way, that's not about you, right? That's about their own demons and their own shit that they have going on, right? And so you've kind of, I think that's something that you're working on, of like when things are coming up, when you're, you know, people are projecting things onto you, you understand that it's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them, right? So I just looked at the clock and it said 1144, so that could be significant. Um, but I feel like you're moving into your truth, your authenticity. You're moving from um, your raw essence. So you're going to be attracting new people into your life, and it also might be clearing out people as well, because it's like now that you're moving in this new energy, you're not aligning with the same things that you were before. So don't see it as like, oh, here we go again, or oh, I'm losing friends, or I'm losing, I don't know, opportunities, or things might be looking like very open and spacious right now, and you're kind of like not seeing where things are going. Just trust that it's like this is a new phase for you, a new cycle, and that it's things needed to be cleared out so that you have space to take on new things. So just keep your energy, in this potent place, because you're going to start seeing the rewards coming in of when you are moving from this space of authenticity, of truth, of honesty, of being an honest version of yourself. Like that is the spell, right? That is the magic. You're attracting what is meant for you, and you're letting go of what is not. So just trust that it's already happening. It's happening um, on its own. And right now I'm seeing all these like dandelion seeds just floating in the wind. It's really beautiful. There's just like white, fluffy little, almost looks like feathers. So in dandelions, there's what we usually make wishes on, right? So there's something about your wishes are coming true. You are a magnet right now for your wishes. And when you're glowing, it's like they come right to you because they see you, like you stand out. So when you stand out is when things find you, right? So don't be afraid to stand out, okay? And continue to make your wishes, but feel them coming in, know that they're coming in. Feel that knowing inside you. Don't let people make you doubt your own knowing, okay? And yeah, trust your intuition, trust spirit, trust the divine detours, and yeah, enjoy this summer and know that these next 3 months, you're going to have a huge shift, okay? And just be open to what's coming your way. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for allowing me to read for you. Have a great day.